So let me share with you how we knew that Jane Doe 1 versus Facebook was the right case to file against Facebook. Jane Doe 1 was a 15-year-old high school student in Houston, Texas, who was participant in track. She was a good student. She was active on Facebook and had met a man who identified himself by a false identity and started immediately the traditional grooming. The textbook grooming of a Jane Doe is you're very pretty, you could be a model, I'd love to date you, I can buy you makeup. And Jane Doe 1 did not initially respond to it, but as these predators are, they're very persistent. And they know that if they continue to compliment and they wait for the perfect time, that they can usually create some division between Jane Doe and her family and friends. And that's exactly what happened in this case. Continued to compliment her over an extended period of time. And he waited patiently until she had voiced on social media, as most kids do, some kind of concern that they have for their parent. In this case, Jane Doe had a problem with her mom. She had gotten in a little bit of an argument and posted. It was at that time that this predator on Facebook, who had a false identity, said, "I will pick you up from school, I'll pick you up," and picked her up. Within 2 hours, she was at a hotel on Highway 45 and was posted on Backpage. Within just a couple of hours, the first John appeared at the hotel room. Her clothes had been taken from her. Her phone had been taken from her, and she was told to have sex with this John. It was her first sexual experience, and she was raped several times that night within a 10-hour period. She did not have her phone. She was afraid to run, didn't have her clothes. At some point, too many Johns were showing up at her hotel room, and so she was moved to another room. And thankfully so, because this is how she was rescued. The trafficker had forgotten to remove the hotel phone, and so as soon as he left the hotel room, she went to the phone and called her mom. Mom didn't answer at first. She called again and said, "Mom, this is the hotel I'm at. Somebody has me. Please help me." And as she was hanging it up, he had come back in and saw her near the phone and accused her, "You must have reached out for help. Did you call the cops?" Proceeded to beat her with a hotel towel rod so badly that the left side of her face was obstructed and pushed in. And she was left there, what she felt, to die. And it was within about 10 minutes from that beating ceasing that the Houston Police Department busted in and rescued her. What is most troubling about this case is obviously how quickly she was posted to Backpage and how quickly the rape occurred. But also when HPD came in to rescue, they found 4 other victims in other rooms. The pimp was using this hotel basically as a hotel for prostitution. And she's, as when HPD came in and rescued her, what is so disturbing is that there was 4 other victims that were recovered the same time Jane Doe was recovered. This is a situation where the pimp just openly used the hotel for a hotbed of prostitution. And so we knew that was the first Facebook case. One, because it was an individual, an adult male that was predator, that was using their site without his identity, targeting young women and consistently communicating with children, and then moving in and contributing to her facilitation of trafficking.